Hey, everybody, we're back here with the star of Masters of the Air, Austin Butler. Well, I have to ask you legally, I have to ask you about Dune.
Yeah.
Because part 2 is coming out in March, and you are playing one of the Harkonnens.
Yeah.
And Fade Ralpha.
Yeah.
And a real bad guy.
Yeah.
Basically like a counterpart, an opposite number for Paul Atreides.
Yeah, there's sort of two sides of the same coin.
Exactly. Here you are. You look at you.
I mean, that's...
Did they wax your eyebrows off, or is that...
Yeah,
that looks
just
painful.
take it all off. Yeah.
Well, were you familiar with the book before you did it?
Yeah, I read the book when I was about 15.
Perfect time.
And then I reread it again. When did you first read it?
Around then, 13, 15, something like that.
Yeah.
Did you think, like, I am Paul Atreides? Did you ever think, like, did you try to, do things with your mind and everything?
Yeah.
Sure.
Try to use the voice and...
Sure.
Yeah.
Give me that water.
Yeah, yeah.
Of course, in the David Lynch version of this, the same part you played was played by Sting.
I mean, that's pretty sexy.
Right here. Did you think about? Are you wearing any cod piece at all?
We traded the cod piece for a bald head. It's just, yeah, it felt right.
Have you seen it? Have you seen the cut of the film? Have you seen the new Dune? You've seen it?
Yeah, it's extraordinary.
Okay, great. Yeah. Did y'all hear what he said? No? It was a big secret, and now I know it.
Big secret. Yeah.
Because what was it like to go into that group of people? Because in the first movie, Dune Part 1 has been called by none other than Stephen Colbert as the greatest adaptation of a science fiction novel of all time. It's such a to me, I think that movie captures what it feels like to read the book. It's got the atmosphere perfectly, not just the event.
Yeah, I mean, Denis Villeneuve is just one of the greatest directors that you'll ever have, you know, and
a murderer's row of a cast, like unbelievable people.
The cast is just the best.
Yeah.
And now we have Christopher Walken.
Sure.
You know, Florence Pugh. It's amazing who's coming into this film. I feel so honored to be a part of it.
Well, in recent years, your films have taken you all over the world. You were in Australia for Elvis. You were in Budapest for Dune. You were in London for Masters of the Air. Do you have a favorite place? Because I know some actors who say, I kind of take the part based on where I get to live while I'm doing the movie. Do you have a favorite place to shoot?
You know, it's between Australia and London for me. I had such a great time in Australia. But I was so focused on that film out there. In London, I actually got to, like I say, I was just trying to remember who I was. So it was a time where I said, you know, I'm gonna take time away from the job. I'm gonna ride a bike through London. I'm gonna pick up hobbies. I started doing pottery in London.
Oh, yeah?
And I loved that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so just started
Australia
picking up
was during
hobbies.
COVID, too, right? So you couldn't really do much at all.
Not really. I mean, Tom Hanks kicked it off.
Sure.
And
yeah.
So we had to stop.
Yes.
And shut down production.
Tom Hanks got COVID, so the rest of us would take it seriously.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, Austin, thanks so much for being here. Lovely to meet you. Masters of the Air premieres Friday on Apple TV+. Austin Butler, everybody. We're right back with the star of Bob Marley, One Love, Kingsley Ben-Adir.